There's a little sporting event. You may have heard of it. It's coming up this weekend. Couple teams go head-to-head. They fight over a pigskin. The Green Bay Packers, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're playing in this, what's it called again? What is it?
Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Thank you. I was lost for words. Of course, Van Tate is our sports director at our sister station, KRQE News 13, but we've got him here to talk about the game on Two Casa Fox. Welcome, Van.
Thank you, Nikki.
We've been waiting months to have you on the show.
You know what? It's, you guys got me to get out of bed.
That's a big deal, isn't it? You work at night and then to be here in the morning?
Oh, you know what? It's like having your head nailed to the pillow. You know, you just it's so when you wake up that early, it's just like my head is just. It's not part of my body. It's something else. It's just full of cement, and I'm just like, my neck is going.
Does it help that it's below 23 feeling like that outside, that it's actually 2 degrees?
I think that woke me up a little bit.
Did it really?
Yeah.
See, that's good.
Because it was so cold outside. I just, it woke me up.
Well, we've got to wake up the fans out there to be privy to everything that's going on this weekend. Nobody knows better than you, how to make the best predictions. I think there'll be tons of pools going on Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah. So give us a little bit of insight from your perspective.
On how to make the best predictions. If you're going to make a prediction, I still think the very best prediction is the person who makes it based on other things other than football, because like you have these different people, like my sister or my wife or somebody else. Their uniforms look nice. They always win. They always win. I mean, because you can get all the stats you want and you look at past history. And if you this is just one game. So you'll probably hit it pretty good based on stats. And how, trends, how the team has been playing in those type of circumstances throughout their historical career. But if you're just making a prediction for all the teams together, ask the ladies, to pick them. Just tell her, look at those uniforms. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people win football pools based on stuff like that.
Really?
I like the colors of the uniform.
That is so funny.
They ate my favorite breakfast. They were talking about breakfast. Everything other than football, they're talking about instead of what needs to be talked about, the game. Well,
I think a lot of people are feeling, the Steelers fans, obviously, they're very dedicated, but they have had their glory days. They have won, 6 Super Bowls?
Yes, and they're going for 7. And I think this particular, Mike Tomlin could win a second as a head coach with the Steelers. He's won 3 rings. He's got 3 rings. He's got 1 as an assistant. But as a young coach, this is a guy who can really put himself up there in the conversation with the great coaches by winning another Super Bowl this quickly. And he's the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl, when he did it. So Mike Tomlin, the Steelers coach, I think he doesn't get enough credit. The type of job that he's doing with that team. A couple of years ago, they've won a Super Bowl. Now they're back in it again.
I know, that was a quick turnaround. That was a quick comeback.
But you hear a lot of stuff about the team, but you don't hear a whole bunch about the coach, I don't think.
No, you're right, and they're the force behind it, of course. Now, when you look at the Packers, though, I think a lot of people are also pulling for them because they haven't had a win in a while. They haven't been there in a while.
Well, the Packers, they have history, of course, they're going for their 4th, I think. If the Packers are able to get this done, I guess it kind of gets post the Brett Favre era going. Because Aaron Rodgers is the guy who comes in and he rides into the sunset, because there were some doubters, about Aaron Rodgers' ability, some people who doubted him, and he gets into the NFL. This is a guy who ran an explosive offense when he was at Cal, so playing for Jack Tedford. So it's not something that's new to him. I mean, he's doing what he's always done. But I think you're right. You made a really good point about the post-Brett Favre era of the Packers. Yeah, that's important to move on.
It is, because, and obviously, I think there's still a little bit of tension, and I think there's some hard feelings still.
But they want him to come back. They actually want him to come. Well, they're saving a spot for him. I think they want him to retire there. You know how guys that play their whole career.
For the 12th time, his retirement?
Well, we'll be on Brett Favre watch again.
Exactly.
Will he come out? Well, his ankle, his mind, but they do. They want him to retire there, is what I'm hearing.
Okay. Well, that could be interesting. So do you have a pick?
Do I have a pick?
Yeah. Which uniform colors do you like better?
You know what? This is a polarizing pick because, I mean, Steelers fans and Green Bay Packers fans are very intense.
Hardcore.
I just think the Steelers, they've been there, and I don't know. You know, Rodgers is a great player.
Right.
He's real experienced as far as in big games and knowing how to not to panic and stay poised.
Exactly.
But Roethlisberger seems like he just knows how to get it done.
He does
in the
know
Super
how to get
Bowl,
it done.
whether he's managing the game or doing something just at the right time. So I'm going to say Steelers.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way. I think that the way he plays with a passion. Talking about playing with passion, my goodness. Yeah. Well, I hope we win. I hope we win our pools that we enter if we enter them, of course. And of course, we appreciate your expertise. And come back again, please. Now, you know, we are going to keep you around because after the break, the grandson of a football legend is going to be joining us. Will you stay with us?
I'll stay.
Perfect. We'll be right back.